to this LightBurn tutorial for Thunder Laser. So on the screen here you'll see that I've been creating some geometry from a finger joint box making generator, and I've already put some vector art in here and I've already set it up. It would be a very long video for me to show you every single little thing, so I'm just going to show you some of the geometry and art to make up this this whole piece, which is going to be a lantern actually. So we'll jump into Google, and this is the let's just scroll up here. This is the one that I use just for the shape only. Make a case. This will give us the finger joints and the overall size and shape. But first, let's have a look into Google. All you need to do is put laser cutting design for free. Some of these you do have to pay for, others you can have for free. So that's what I normally do. So let's start first by what I want to do is I want to make a base and a top. A base extension so I can put a battery housing, and a smaller top just to finish the top off, I think, maybe. But we'll start off with the base. So let's scroll up, because I need to change this to millimeters. It's a 5-sided, and inside diameter. Okay, we're going to go with let me see, on the top section, the main body that you just saw in LightBurn, the diameter that's from this apex to the flat back here is 125. So I'm going to make the base slightly larger. So we've got a bit of a step here. So that's going to be, I've already selected that. Let me have a look. I'm going to go, see, 125. So I'm going to go 140. Now the height, I don't need it to be very high. So I'm just going to say, let me see, battery cases are 15, I'm going to call it 20 millimeter high. Make room for cable. I'm going to say 30. Thickness 3 millimeter, that's correct. Unfortunately, with this free program, this doesn't jump to the actual size that you're creating, but it just gives you a bit of a demonstration of what you are actually making. No, that's correct, that's what we want. Open or closed. We want an open. In other words, I want, oh, it has jumped actually. So this is upside down, and it doesn't actually show the finger joints because I haven't selected it yet. There we go. So there's the finger joints, and what you see on here is exactly what it's going to generate. I just want to check to see if that's okay. Appears to be fine. That is exactly what I want. And of course it's going to be this. Let's turn it over. I can't turn it over. Never mind. This is upside down. So that's going to be facing down. I'm really happy with that. So let's download the box plans. This is what it's going to look like. That looks quite fine actually to me. No, I'm going to disable that. I don't have any markings at all on this. That's fine. I want a separate panel layout. And I want DXF. And here it comes. Okay, so I am now going to put that on my desktop, and we will bring it into LightBurn and go to the next stage. Okay, so here we are back in LightBurn, and so we're going to import from the desktop. Scroll down through. There it is there. And it's come in right in the middle of everything else. Oh yeah, it's the same size. So I'm just going to pop that up there a second. And zoom out. Okay. And the next thing I want to do is to ungroup it. Okay, so I can catch all of these separately, like that. Because I want to make, I want to be able to get the most out of this material. So there is a nesting ability in LightBurn, but I'll nest this myself. So we're just going to take this one and move it out of the way a second. Then we're going to take this group here, and we're going to drop it down into here, like so. Zoom in, make sure everything's okay. Yep. All that seems to be good. And you notice because I've changed the dimension of this, the dimension of the figure joints have changed as well compared to what these are. But this is all going to be connected here. It's not going to be connected into this one, so that's okay. Let's just zoom out and we will catch out of this one. And we're going to move that one, I'll turn it first of all 90 degrees. Now to do that, because I've selected it, press the full stop and you can turn it 90 degrees. I'm going to bring that in over here. I don't think it'll go down in there. It may do. So look, maybe a little too tight. I think that's going to be fine. I think that's going to be okay. Yep, that'll be okay. So we nested it ourselves. The next thing I want to do then is, if you notice here, I've got a hole for the cabling to come up through, and so I want to sort of put that in here as well, in roughly the same spot, so they sort of line up. So what I'm going to do is select that, copy that, and paste it over here, and select it again and move it to a similar spot. Now this is slightly larger, so it's going to be in a slightly different spot, which I think is going to, that's going to be pretty good. You know, the holes only partially need to line up, so just so I can get a wire through. I'll have a closer look at that. Hang on. Yep, I think that'll be fine. I might move it in slightly, so I can do that with the arrows on there like that. I did that with the, moved it with the arrows on the keyboard. Okay. So what I'm going to do, now I've already done this, but I am going to show you how to take a piece of art and resize it or create the vectors and put it into your piece of work. So I'm going to select this one and I'm going to delete it. So just press delete. So I will just show you how to do this one single one, and I think you'll get the general idea. So we're going to save this, and I'm going to open another window then of LightBurn. Okay, so here we have a new fresh window of LightBurn, and we're going to import from my desktop. I have a file called Fiber Laser, and if any of you are interested in fiber lasers, Thunder Laser do sell a fiber laser. It's new on the market now, and I have actually started a couple of months ago making videos on fiber lasers, which I will pick up in the very near future. So let's open this file here. So you can see that I've saved an assortment of art. This is the one, so I'm going to just double left click, and here it is in LightBurn. It doesn't matter about the size or anything yet, so we'll just zoom in. Very nice little piece, this. And all I'm doing is going up here to Tools, down to Trace. Now you don't have to alter anything in the trace, just accept it, it's okay. Then go back in here and just click on the black and then press delete. So then that deletes the original picture, and you're just left with the vectors. You also need to then sort of ungroup vectors, then go back in and click the outside one or select the outside one and press delete. So now you have your vectors. So then it's necessary to regroup them. So when you click on it, it all lights up. And I can see there's a couple of things I need to alter here at the moment. So we're going to ungroup it again. I just noticed that there was a couple of things that we need to take out, which the laser is going to attempt to cut, and it's not going to be there. It's not going to be any good to us. So select that piece, press delete, because this is going to be cut out. So that little tiny piece freestanding in the middle is going to do nothing. Another one there, and delete it. So it's wasting time. I think there might be more. Yep, there. That one, delete it. That one, delete it. This served no purpose. If you was going to just draw this with the laser, then do a line, but not a cut. Set it about 12 or 15%, and let the laser draw this onto your material, which is quite a nice effect actually. Then you would leave these in, but because we're actually cutting them out, it's not necessary. So I think that's about all of them. Yeah, that's it. So now select all and regroup it, and then save this file, save. I'm going to save it to the desktop. Now you can call it anything you want, but I just code it so I know what it is. H8, that's what I'm up to, and we're going to save. Now I'm going to open up our main LightBurn file that we're working with, and we will import this in. Okay, so here's our main file again. So we come up here to import. This time we're going to import from the desktop. Scroll all the way, there it is there. Double click, so it'll come right in the middle of everything. Bring it up to here, deselect it, and then reselect it again, because otherwise I find that you can't turn it 90 degrees. Now you can. Let me zoom in to make sure it's the right way up. It's not. It's got to be the other way. So there we go. Bottom, top. Okay. So we're going to just cut out of that, bring it into roughly the middle, keep it selected, then zoom in. Okay. So then, you don't have to, if you wanted to, you could put absolute measurements here, but I find, doing art for a laser, by eye is good enough. And I do use the lines, on the drawing board then to assist me. Don't go too close to the edge. You want a fair bit of meat there. Although the overall picture of this, it's not that big. This is 150 millimeters. Sorry, 250 millimeters high. It's not overly big, and it's pretty well central. And it sort of matches the other geometry of art. I'll click off it. Oh, click back on it again. Got to assign it a color. So I'll assign it. Oh, same blue. And that'll be fine. So now, when I set these up to cut, because everything is a cut on here. Now, there are a few things that is necessary to set up. In other words, you want to cut out the central parts first, and then cut the outline out. I'll show you what I mean. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to put that on a put it on a red layer. Select this one, put that on a red layer. Okay. Now, because I want these circles to be cut out, or holes to be cut out, before you cut out the outside shape. If you did it the other way around, there is a chance that when you cut the outside shape out, it may move slightly and the hole won't be in the right position. It's more critical when you are cutting finger joints out, actually. They are the very last thing you want to have cut. Now then, to select these items to be cut out prior to cutting the whole item out, simple task is left click, push up, release, so then whatever comes in at the top or above is actually cut out first. So now we have the cutouts, or what we need cut out, in the right sequence. The blue cut first, then the red, then the outer shapes cut out last. So let's begin to set this up. So line, 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 they're all lines, which in LightBurn means to cut. So we will double click on this one and speed, a little bit too fast. So what we're going to do, we're going to select and alter that to 22 millimeters per second. And I'm finding with this 50% is more than adequate. Probably drop it down to 40 actually, but it's been working well with 50% power. That is max and min. So we want full air with the Thunder Laser. If you deselect this, it will actually give a low blow, which is normally used for a fill or an etch. But as it's a cut, we want full air pressure for cutting. Nothing else needs to be altered here at all, so we're just going to press OK, and we go to the next one. This one's already set. Air, you can OK that. This one needs to be altered, so that needs to be 22 millimeters per second, 50% power output for max, and 50% for min. Nothing else needs to be changed here except for full air pressure, and OK. So now all we need to do is to send this to the laser and cut it out, which will be the next video, because otherwise this video would be somewhere in the region of 30 minutes long. And some people just want to see the artwork and how LightBurn works, and other people want to see everything. So hope you join me for the next video. This is Roger Webb on behalf of Thunder Laser. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again. So bye.